everything said in this video is not investment advice and not to encourage you to make investment decisions based off what you hold or have in today's markets. I am not a financial advisor, and without further ado, let's dive right into my exit strategy for 2025. Now, this theory I do want to mention can be beaten if the rules have been changed, considering a lot of adoption that's been taking place. This is what I'll still be looking to do as of right now until times change, so I do want to mention that. And if you guys have anything in mind to improve on this strategy that I have here of mine, be sure to leave it down in the comment section down below, because not only are you helping us out, but you're also helping out every single body as well that views this video and views this channel. Now, I'm not going to dive too deep into how the markets work because I have explained it so many times in past videos. If you haven't already checked that out, don't understand the market, be sure to check that out first before watching this video. I have a couple of charts pulled up here today that we're going to kind of talk about, and first is obviously going to be Bitcoin, right? The one that always runs this bull run from the demand, from the halving, from all of that, the one that just shifts the whole market, the big player. And this is what I'm expecting. In the months of about April, May is when we should see the market top out. There's some instances in October where the crypto that you're looking at will top out as well. Now, it is very different for every single crypto, so it's very important, and I highly encourage people to always look at crypto that you have or you're trying to build that exit strategy for, because the chart can always be different, obviously, in comparison to other cryptos in these markets. For example, what I mean by that is if we take a look at Bitcoin in 2021 of the last bull run, it has went up, because that's usually when that demand kicks in, and topped out at about 61,000, and then it went back up all the way again in October towards the end of 2021 to 65k. So what I'm trying to say here is you can see in April it didn't reach a peak, but in October, November set a new all-time high, totally wiped out what happened in April. Now, there are some cryptos that just top out in April, May, and they don't break that April, May price point towards the end of that year. So I'm saying it's always very important to just look at every single crypto chart that you have, further make that determination based off of what you see and what you predict here. To further give you guys like an example of what I'm talking about here, Ethereum, for instance, it went up on May 3,800, which is around when Bitcoin has went up, and then as you can see down towards the end of the year, month of November, it went to 4,700, totally broke what it went up to in May. And this is a crypto that I know of that I can honestly give a better example here, and it's Telcoin, right? This happened with Telcoin. There's tons of other cryptos in the market that this happened to as well. You can see in May it set that all-time high. About April is when it shot up, and you can see it went up, got that all-time high, did go up towards the end of the year, but this is the thing that I'm talking about here. It didn't go all the way up back to where it was. So there's some cryptos, like I said, that will peak in about April, May, taking consideration of what's happened in the past, and may not peak again in October, December. So it's always very important to just look at every single crypto individually and kind of further predict what you think might happen, as well as with some news or adoption that's taking place within the crypto you're looking to invest in. Both things are very important, very important. Obviously, if there's more adoption that's happening, you might see a prolonged up run for the crypto that you're looking to invest. Now, that doesn't guarantee that, but it could back it up. And if we take a look at XRP, another prime example as well, but this one was underneath a court case, so yes, this one is non-applicable, but just to back up again, similar to what Telcoin is like, it went up in April, got that all-time high for 2021, of course, not the overall all-time high that happened in 2018, but you can see here it went up to $1.80, and then towards the end of the year it didn't go up to that $1.80 again range. I hope this makes sense. I hope you guys understand that fully. Now that we understand that, let's dive right into the exit strategy, my game plan. What I'm going to list out here is going to be a very conservative strategy that I feel like is the best to have. I mean, of course there's probably better ones out there, but this is the best in my opinion to just at least maximize the profits as much as humanly possible. And I did kind of get this exit strategy through just researching online, bumping into a couple of things, and then kind of built this upon myself as well. A really great website to use, I'm sure you guys are familiar with, is TradingView. Now, I know looking at this is probably like, what the fuck am I looking at, right? Like, if we really look at it, it's pretty simple, guys. So you can see here, this is a candlestick, obviously. The things above it are called the wicks. If you set a horizontal line, which is what I like to do, you can kind of use that horizontal line to find the resistance level of what you're looking at. So if we see here, by putting a horizontal line and seeing how many, wicks or candles kind of touch that horizontal line, the more, then that means you found your resistance. I hope that kind of makes sense. points. So basically what I have here are 4 points. Now you can always divvy this up. You can go and change this, chart view to daily if you wanted to look at daily candlesticks, or weekly. Obviously, the more in depth you go, meaning the less amount of time you look into, the more accurate resistance levels you'll have. So if you're looking at charts, I highly recommend to go a little bit more in depth just to play things safe, right? Because anything could fucking happen. But this is just for example purposes only. You can see I have 4. I can make even up to 6. I can make 7 if I wanted to. Honestly, what my game plan is, right? Because last time I didn't fucking cash out, bro. I don't cash out, bro. Shit run me in the wrong way, man. I held tight for dear life. I thought we were going to euphoria. For all my new crypto investors in this video, trust me, you would think the same. However, be glad that you've thank me later that you found us, okay? Because we're gonna help you a lot. Now my goal is obviously not to get caught in euphoria land, so here's how I'm going to stop that from happening. The most important thing that I'm going to do is set limit orders. So as we get closer to these months, consisting of April, May, or March, one of those months here, I'm going to set limit orders on the places that have resistance. And what I'm going to do is sell a specific percent of my asset. So as soon as it hits that point, it just triggers it and it sells it. Now I'm not saying I'm going to sell all of it. And of course you could play around with this strategy, maybe do 10% at the first resistance level, 5% at the second, maybe 15 on the third. You could do something like 20 again on the fourth. You could break this down into so many ways. And then you could even let like 30% just ride out, and then cash out whenever, kind of play like crash rocket from the casino and kind of cash out whenever you feel like it. You could really get creative. But that's really going to be my game plan. Kind of go through every single crypto that I hold, look at the resistance levels, do a limit order, sell a certain percent at that time when that limit order triggers, and then do the same at each resistance level. And then I think I'm going to kind of let a certain percent just ride out, because this bull run I feel like is going to be really, really huge. It's going to be interesting from what we see ahead, especially with Donald Trump, all these executive orders, all these amazing things. It's going to be amazing. And then another thing I'm going to do as well is evade taxes. It's like, nah, I'm just fucking with y'all, bro. I'm just fucking with y'all. Or am I? Now, I'm not going to do this for every single asset. Some assets are going to stay held in my portfolio. Speaking more of my long-term plays, I have a couple of long-term plays, a couple of short-term. I might sell a small percent, but I'm going to hold those for a little bit longer. But all my short-term plays, bro, everything must go. I'm not gonna lie. And this is kind of gonna be my strategy right here, guys. And then of course, once I cash out, the game plan, knowing in 2026, if it does play out the same, it's gonna crash so bad. And I'm just gonna use those profits that I've cashed out this year and then just buy back in. And I'm gonna keep repeating that process unless the cycle breaks. God forbid it breaks, because man, the money to be made in crypto, guys, we are so early. You guys don't understand so much potential. Be thankful, because the potential, is insane. And this is all new technology. Once we see this actually get fully adopted, man, you're gonna thank yourself. And of course, like I said, if you guys have any improvements, let me know down in the comment section down below. And there's tons of nice cryptos out there as well, especially the ones that are made in USA. Those are gonna start getting eyes moving right over to those, because Trump is proposing no taxes on capital gains on any crypto that is made in the United States. That is huge, very, very huge. So if you make $100,000 cash, that's gonna be $100,000 cash paid to your pocket with no taxes. If you guys don't fully understand the market, kind of want to go a little bit more in depth, don't worry, we already have tons of videos that are out right now on the channel that you guys can check out, take a look into, get a better understanding of the market, fully develop your own strategy, figure out your game plan. Go ahead and do so. We're here to help you out. We're here to provide you with the information. Let us know your game plan in the comment sections down below. And as mentioned, if you don't understand the market, I highly recommend that you check out this video, because it'll help you get your foot through the door.